Hey guys and gals and everyone who may be watching this. So I have Vyros 2, my somewhat edited, revised, come to this conclusion type Vyros 2 list against Double Judicator, Sevy 0, High Reclaimer with some Errants. So as far as proxies go, um, those three Spears of Syra, here, here, and here, each one of them is Rhoven and Co. Can't remember which is which, but I'm just assuming in my head they're all shield guards. So, I need to see how much damage Judicators can do at range without me getting blessed. Or without me getting deceleration because they have blessed. And I need to see if I can play into it. So I go first, which is very beneficial to me and quite awesome. My plan is to get Imperitus in a threatening position behind this house and have him sidestep to a Judicator if any of the Judicators come forward to do their guns. I do believe that this Judicator can come around and get sprays on Imperitus, but the other Judicator will not, and I don't think one Judicator will be able to kill Imperitus, and I think Imperitus combined with some Griffons will be able to kill a Judicator. So that's kind of my plan for Imperitus, is to try and get value out of him pretty quick. So he doesn't get gummed up with Errants. I have both the Manticores come forward, staying out of range of this Judicator over here, and they put down 2 covering fire templates to stop the Errants from just running around the freaking house and getting into Imperitus and gumming up my plan. Over here, it's experiment time. Griffin's going to go up there, Griffin's going to go here, Griffin's going to go here, Griffin's going to go here. They're all spaced so that he can only spray one at a time with the Judicator over here. And I'm hoping to bait him out and basically see how much damage these Griffins can take from this Hand of Fated awesome Judicator. And then all my Arcanists pretty much pile up behind the forest so that hopefully AoEs don't drift on them. It's only the concentrated power Arcanists that can die to AoEs, but I would like to keep them as safe as possible. I do put, what do I do with that? Yeah, no. I think that's where we are at right here. Whew. So, his turn. I got a little overzealous with this Griffin. So this Judicator is going to walk up and stay out of 10 of Manticore and spray to death this Griffin. But before that happens, he does some angle shopping and finds that if he targets my Vyros way back here, he can get a spray that will get both of those 2 Griffins. And basically, he really, really messes them up. And then he starts shooting some rocket pods, and this Arcanist right here dies, which is unfortunate because that Arcanist job was to concentrate power Imperitus. So basically, he misses one of his Hand of Fate shots, and one of my Griffins over here lives, but they're both pretty janked up. And this is where we're at. I am down 2 Griffins, and I have half of a Griffin left right here. So the plan is pretty simple. Get Imperitus and 1 concentrated full synergy powered Griffin onto Judicator, because I feel like my army, if he can get those Errants out in front of me, I think he can tie down my army, and if the Judicators shoot me for extended turns, I'm just not going to have anything left, especially once they start getting into my heavies, which will be really, really unfortunate. So Griffin comes up and starts bopping people. My other Griffin and put some swings on Judicator. All these Griffins get loaded up by Arcanist and Vyros. Vyros is just going to stay safe and hang way back. So deceleration doesn't matter, so might as well load stuff up. And then, so where was I? Sorry for the discombobulation. This Griffin comes up, smacks some Errants, leaves 1 Errant alive, so Imperitus has a sidestep. This other Griffin comes over here, starts smacking the Judicator. Vyros moves up to right about here. This Griffin walks over to the side over here and starts smacking some Errants to build synergy. He is going to be important because hopefully he can tie down the Errants, and hopefully he can be a synergy build for next turn. Because that Judicator on the left is going to be dealing with my Manticores. So he should be free to do whatever he wants. So full synergy's built. This Griffin goes in and does a good amount of damage on the Judicator at dice -1. And then Imperitus, he comes around the side of the building, sidesteps off this Errant, gets into Judicator, and finishes off the Judicator, and puts himself in a spot right there, blocking all 3 of these Griffins. Also, this was a Vyros 2 feature. So I've got this Griffin right here on the left, and now it's time to move both my Manticores up out of charge range, because then they both die, but in their spray range. And kind of the hope is that if he kills one of them, Imperitus can go safely. If they kill Imperitus, or the other stuff around here, I can possibly get these Manticores into the Judicator if it decides to move somewhere else. If instead the Judicator decides to spray them, based on what I saw with these Griffins on the right-hand side, one Judicator should maybe kill a Manticore, but not both Manticores. And then I can potentially get a Griffin and a Manticore into Judicator and either cripple it or get a good amount of damage in on it. So that's roughly the plan. Whew, yeah. And that's pretty much what happened. I also put up covering fire templates because I don't want any stinking Errants messing with my Manticores. His turn. Hand of Fated Judicator activates first, comes up, starts spraying. It messes up Manticore really good, leaves him on a couple of boxes, and he could finish him off the rest of the way, but then Imperitus would skate away to safety. So he doesn't finish off this Manticore over here, and instead puts some damage into, what the heck, why is that Griffin there? What is going on right now? I could have sworn that Griffin was up farther. Maybe this Griffin didn't build synergy. His purpose was to get onto the Judicator, though. So, yeah. High Reclaimer pops feet, brings back some Errants, and he gets 6 charges on Imperitus. Some dice are bad, some dice are really good, and Imperitus lives on 4 boxes. However, he forgot to factor in Sevy Zero's buff, so Imperitus should have died there. And that's pretty much his turn. I was not able to score this last zone because I had to put out concentrated powers, but all my Arcanists were intentionally within 3, so now it is time to start scoring. And we have this spot here on the map. Basic plan. Kill the objective with Imperitus. Clear out all these Errants to build synergy. Get these Arcanists into this zone. And possibly get this Griffin, depending, we'll see. Get this Griffin over here to clear out this zone. To clear out these guys. So there's a chance I score... hold on, I have to get rid of all these messages. There's a chance that I score this zone, kill the objective, and score this zone and go up to 3. Over here on the left, both of those Manticores, this one on the left that's all messed up is going to get healed by the objective, repaired by this Arcanist, and I'm going to send both of them into that Judicator, and hopefully they kill it. So hopefully I go up significantly on attrition, and I go for the attrition, or for the scenario objective, to quickly close out this game so there's not a chance of him scraping out a win. I could go for the assassination here, but it would be an all-in because Vyros would have to be up in the cut to get in range for synergy for Imperitus. And I mean, it's not an all-in. It just gives some sort of soul assassination attempt to High Reclaimer that I just don't want to do. I'd rather play the safe attrition and scenario game. So I mean, everything pretty much works out over here. Some dice rolls go meh, and I'm in 2 inches of this Rhoven and Company dude. So I get the objective, but I think I leave one guy alive in the zone. Our Griffin comes over and gets a little bit of work done. Manticores get their job done, and they dice spike and kill Judicator. Think it could have happened on average dice with killing him. I had a Griffon in the wings over here to get in there if it didn't work out. But, yeah, feel a lot better with that Judicator dead. Whew. And this is how board state ends up. I score 2 points by killing objective and scoring this scenario. And there was actually 2 of these guys in here. So his turn. He's got a decent number of souls. He does not like how this game has gone. And he wants to stay in the game, though. So kill Imperitus, kill the jacked up Manticore. And I think he also cripples the crap out of this Griffon with some charges. And he starts contesting everywhere. And we get to this spot right here. So my turn. High Reclaimer is a little bit up there. I could potentially do Assassination Run. However, I feel like the odds are a lot better. I think I killed a guy here and then took the picture because he did contest right there. Score is 2-0 right now. I can score this. I can score that. And I can pretty easily score this as well. So it's just going to be way easier to close this out on a scenario. Manticore goes and kills him. Griffon comes flying across the map and starts hosing those guys. All my Griffons are loaded up. This Griffon over here starts bopping people. Vyros walks up and shoots down some people and repos a little bit to safer spot. I run this Arcanist unit into the zone, and I keep these Arcanists in the zone, and I pass clock, and I'm like, I win. And then he's like, well, there's this guy right here that you didn't kill. And I'm like, oh, there is that guy that I didn't kill. What the heck am I doing? Because this Griffon right here, those are still 2 focus. That he can, and he's in 2 inch reach, he can still beat the crap out of him. And we both laugh a little bit, like, okay, that was a little dumb. And he's like, well, I mean, let's go for this assassination run, because, I mean, it's not a very good one, but it's an assassination run. Testament charges this Griffon right here, and then starts slinging spells at Vyros 2. Puts Hand of Fate on himself. He has about 10 focus. I think he flubs a damage dice roll. He basically has 2 boosted Hand of Fates. Fully boosted Hand of Fated POW 13 immolations. And I think the first one ends up being 2/2/2 on 4 dice, drop 1. So he doesn't get the damage he needs on Vyros. The second one is a decent dice spike and leaves him down at like 10 health or something like that. But, I mean, it was kind of a long odds assassination run, but it was an assassination run. It was a thing. It was a thing that could happen. So, yeah, he stays in the game and makes me work for things, contests everywhere, and kills some more Griffons with Sevy. So my turn. Manticore walks over, kills that choir, pass clock, and now I win. If there was a tournament, I'd try and clear a whole bunch of zones and get assassination, so that way I could get more points for my team, more control points and everything like that. But here we are. Whew. So Judicators hit really hard. They can mess up Griffons like nobody's business, and Blessed is fantastic. I'm not going to put Disco in the list. This was one of my conditions for putting Disco in the list. Because Disco can do a kinetic bubble that is not ignored by Blessed for +2 armor for things around 3 inches. And I can also protect Arcanist a little bit better with him. However, the way this went, I feel pretty decent about getting myself into Judicators based on their output. However, single Judicator with Vengers and Incinerators might be a different story. It's a really weird matchup for me because I need to find a way to kill entire units there. Otherwise, his feat turn can get a crap ton of work done. And I'm sure he's rotating Hand of Fate in that list. That's the next that's another list I want to see out of High Reclaimer. Whew. Something I've thought about in this game. Right here, if he could have moved himself, no, because I had my feet up. Yeah, there was no way for him to take down a Manticore and get away with it. So, yeah, never mind. My thought was not valid. Yeah, that's how that finished out. I way over allocated this Manticore just in case dice flubbed. I also had I had other ways of doing it, but yeah. I feel like I played pretty good. I should have closed out the game a turn earlier. I'm not going to kill myself for missing that dude. I mean, he is a Retribution model being proxied. I just completely spaced on him, and that's never something that's really happened to me before. Game plan, everything felt super solid. The way I spaced out, the way I played around the Judicators, the way I played for attrition, it all felt pretty good. I did a really good job of not getting assassinated. That's been a big issue for mine the last 10 to 20 games. It's one of the perks of having a YouTube channel. I can look at my videos, my own videos, and how I've lost, and I've died a lot to assassination. So I feel like I kept Vyros 2 pretty dang safe this entire game until I thought I was getting the for sure win, except for that stinking Rhoven and co dude. So yeah, as far as skill sheet goes, I feel like I hit my my goals. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it.